Y'all, today we're going to do foundation demo and review on this bad boy right here. I've seen so many people talking about this and I just had to try it for myself. I was on Snapchat the other day and I was like, do you guys want me to review it? Because I was wearing it and I was showing you what it looked like when I was wearing it. Sometimes I do that. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, you can do that. So anyways, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. If you guys remember back, I want to say it wasn't last summer or last fall, something like that. They came out with the Pro Matte, which is amazing for oily skin. So some of you out there who know me are probably thinking, what are you doing with a glowy foundation? A, you're oily AF, and B, you have very textured, mature skin. So if you guys follow me, you know I don't really dig glowy foundations, and the reason is because the majority of them, like 80% of them, have light reflecting pigments in them, and because I have like little bumps and acne and little lines and pores and everything on my skin, glowy foundations tend to accentuate that more than ever. But I have found, because I've already used this, basically I'm going to tell you guys what I think about it. I'm going to like describe it and tell you what I think, and then I'm going to put it on so you can see it. So I have used this, and what I have found is by the end of the day I am a little bit oily, but that is with using a mattifying primer underneath of it. So if I put a mattifying primer on my forehead, basically where I get oily is my forehead and then right here. If I put a mattifying primer on underneath of this, I'm good to go. The thing that I like most about it is glowy, but it does not have light reflecting pigments in it. Hallelujah, thank little baby Jesus. Somebody got it right, and it was L'Oreal. So the consistency of this is really, really liquidy. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. So it is kind of along the lines of most of like the serum foundations out as far as consistency goes, but it's not serum based, so it doesn't have all that silicone or dimethicone, that like really silky silicone. If you guys know me, then you know I fucking hate silicone based foundations. They like move all over my face and they settle in my forehead lines and my laugh lines and all the other lines that I got up on my face. They settle in all those lines and I do not like it. And if you are an oily skin person, you just can't get down with like serum foundations because they make you look greasy basically. Oh, BT dubs. I put this like, I haven't been to my stylist in forever. Sorry, Kelly. I just haven't had the time. So I put this like demi dye. It wasn't like a permanent dye or anything. It was like this in between colors, something or another. I think I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Holy fuck. So sorry about that. I don't know where the hell that came from. Anyways, it's like this like demi, like in between color crap or something. I don't know, but it stained the holy crezizzle out of my head. And I just washed my hair and I haven't done anything to it. And I might not do anything to it because summer. So maybe I'll just throw some like sea salt spray in it or sugar spray as I like to use. Anyways, let's talk about the foundation again. So just like the Pro Matte, they have like a little chart on the back that tells you the finish, the wear time, the coverage, the texture. So according to this, the finish is a radiant finish, wears up to 24 hours. Hallelujah. Coverage says medium, although the Pro Matte coverage said medium, and that shit was totally full coverage. But even though that's true, this one is more along the lines of a medium, as I've noticed in wearing this foundation. I can't even be serious. Like, I try to be all professional, and I can't fucking do it. Texture says airlight texture. Anyways, so those are the claims of the foundation. I do agree with the radiant finish if you are somebody that is oily skinned, because this is actually recommended for normal to dry skin. It says it's very hydrating. I don't know if it's because the tanner's been drying my face out lately, because at the end of the day, I do put a mattifying primer under it, and at the end of the day, if you follow me on Snap, you know, because I've been kind of updating you guys, that I am shiny, but I don't look like a total freaking grease ball. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very natural glow. Like, it doesn't look oily or greasy. It doesn't accentuate my pores at all. Usually when I get like super hella greasy by a foundation, it will just like make me look like I have alligator skin. Like, it just accentuates everything, my pores, my lines, all this stuff. And this one does not. So I really, really like it. So Radiant, totally agree with that. 24-hour wear. I did not wear this for 24 hours because who would wear their fucking foundation for 24 hours? Coverage, medium, totally agree with that. Texture, air light, absolutely. You cannot even feel it on your face when you're wearing it. It's crazy. So let's just get into applying it. So to apply it, I'm going to use my Morphe M439 brush, and I'm just going to, oh yeah, I got the color Sun Beige because obviously I have way too much tanner on, so I needed something to match this face. But I think I'm totally going to get, like when I don't have tanner on, I'm totally going to get my pale shade. Hopefully they have one that's pale enough because it is amazing. So I'm just going to stick it on the back of my hand and pull it off of the brush. I don't have any primer on, which is probably going to be a mistake, but we're just going to dry it, girls. We're going to go for it. Because I just want you guys to see like what it looks like without a primer or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed through me applying this because I'm just putting foundation on, not rocket science. So let me just go ahead and speed it up. Okay, so I have on about a layer and a half. As y'all saw, I had like a little dabble on my hand, and that was all I used. I did use like another little drop for over here and over here to try to cover that up. So as you can see, it is pretty much a medium coverage. You can build it up, but you can only build it up so much. So you can only build it to a medium, whereas the Pro Matte says medium, but you can actually build it up to a full. Does that make sense? I got it totally all up in my hair. It just stuck right to my hair. So let me go ahead and zoom in and I'll show you guys what it looks like. My body looks a lot darker than my face, just because of the lights. So there's that. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, so as you can see, it does have like a luminosity to it. See how my nose is kind of glowy. It doesn't really settle into my forehead lines too bad. My laugh lines it does because I put so much down here, but it does have like a really pretty glow to it, and it doesn't accentuate texture or pores or anything like that. It just makes your skin look really like fresh and hydrated and luminous. So if you powder this foundation, it does take away that luminosity. I think it's because there's not like a shit ton of glycerin or anything in it. That's another thing that's usually included in like very hydrating foundations, like the Too Faced Born This Way. It has a shit ton of glycerin in it. It's like the second ingredient. So no matter how much you powder it, your oils are still going to come through. Whereas with this one, you can powder it and you can do like that spot powdering, you know what I mean? So if you're an oily forehead and an oily nose, you can powder that and you'll be good. It does come through after about 6 hours, and I even wore this to the gym and it held up really, really well. So I really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back and show you guys what it looks like with makeup on. Okay, so the rest of my makeup is applied. Not only that, but I have been wearing it since about 1 o'clock today, and it is now 8:33. I actually had an outro and everything filmed, but then when I got home, I was like, why don't I just be a legit YouTuber for once and actually show them what it looks like when it's been worn for the day? So this is what it looks like. As you guys know, as I told you earlier, I do have oily skin, so this is what it looks like with oily skin and no primer. I think I told you before, if I can remember right, that I put a mattifying primer under it, but this time I did not. However, I did powder like on my forehead, right here, and then on my chin. That's it. It did wear down a little bit on my chin, as you can see, but we went and ate sushi. I even saved some for later, apparently. So I was like wiping my mouth because I was being hella sloppy with the choochie and just choochie everywhere. So that happened. So I was like wiping my mouth. I was trying to dab instead of wipe. So you can see like some of my acne and stuff peeking through. What's on the top of my cheeks is highlighter, so it's not the foundation, and on my nose is highlighter, not the foundation. But I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but my forehead is like glowy, but it's not like fry a fucking egg on your face greasy. You know what I mean? So I feel like not only could dry people wear this, but oily people could wear it as well, as long as you either powder it or put something mattifying under it, like a mattifying primer or something like that, which is what I did. I powdered it today, but I have wore it with a mattifying primer too, and that works just as well. As far as creasing goes, it does crease in my laugh lines a little bit, but most foundations crease in my laugh lines. There's not a lot that don't crease. I did kind of pile the foundation on a little more because I am a little bit more broke out than usual today. I don't know what from. Maybe it's from Shark Week. I don't know. Shark Week's not till next week, but it could just be because I piled more on, because when I was wearing it the other day, it creased a little bit, but not that bad. Didn't really crease like at all in my forehead lines. Again, I didn't put a lot up there. I'll be honest with you guys, I usually put the what is it, the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done on all over my face, and then I will just kind of put this in the places where I need more coverage. That's what I've been doing with it lately, and it has been working amazingly. So basically what I can tell you is when you put it on, the glow that you have right then and there is basically the glow that you have throughout the day. So it's a little bit glowy and dewy when you very first put it on, and then you powder it and it kind of mattifies it out. But as far as for me, it doesn't get any more oily than it does when I very first put it on, if that makes sense. Like, it's not any more dewy than it is when I very first put it on. When I powder it, it'll matte down, or when I first put it on over a mattifying primer, it'll matte down, but then it'll get a little bit glowy, but again, not fry an egg on your face glowy, just kind of like naturally, like maybe you sweat a little bit because it's almost fucking July and it's hot out, you know what I mean? So that is what's up. I'm so proud of myself. I came back and actually did like legit beauty blogger stuff and showed you guys what it looks like as the day wore on. I mean, not like, you know, in intervals, but this is kind of a big step for me, you guys. Just saying. I'm pretty proud of myself. I know you guys got to be proud of me too. So if I forgot anything, definitely let me know in the comments. This, I got mine at Walmart and it was $11.99. I do know that the Pro Matte Foundation is like $14.99 at Ulta. So if you do decide to buy it, I would definitely get it at like Walmart or CVS or Walgreens or something like that, just so you can get it for a little bit cheaper. It does seem to be all the rage lately, so if you are wanting to get it, I would snatch it as soon as you can, because it seems to be selling out all over the place. So again, if I forgot anything, just leave it in the comments. Got an SPF 15. I don't think I mentioned that. You guys, I have not done a foundation demo and review in so damn long, so I'm sure I'm forgetting everything. But anyways, that is all I can think to say about it. So that is what's up. That's it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you are not. Follow me on all my social media here, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.